Hey everyone, Sumo Spiffy here. We're back after a little bit of a stress break. This video is going to be an update with regards to what's going on with the copyright issues that have been swirling around the sumo community lately, what's going on with some of our favorite YouTubers, how we can keep up with the March Basho action, and a little bit about this channel going forward. So let's get right into it. First of all, most importantly, Jason is back. I've got a link to his new channel in the description. At the time of recording, the only thing he has up right now is a 30-ish minute welcome to the new channel video and his recording of Hakuho's final Dohyo Iri from his retirement ceremony. The Dohyo Iri being the ritual that Yokozuna do at the start of each day of the official Bashos. It's great to have him back. Head over to the channel, show him some love, give him a subscription, throw down some likes. He used to have 70,000 subscribers. I don't know how long it'll take him to get that back, but let's try to get him as close to that as we can as soon as we can. I know this channel doesn't have a huge viewer base yet, but if for some reason you're not already checking his stuff out, go over there, enjoy it, like his stuff, show him some love. Secondly, Kintamayama is not changing gears the way Jason is. Jason's not going to do any more work with copyrighted content so he can safely stay on YouTube. Kintamayama, he got busted down for interview translations, not the daily recordings like the rest of us did. For a while, I was a little confused, like, why is NHK going after that stuff? Is anything that we ever use under threat? But he actually got nailed by the Kyokai, apparently, the people in charge of sumo. NHK was going after the daily videos, and as far as I can tell, the people who got copyright strikes from NHK, including me, were only for daily videos. Kintamayama, he wants to do basically the same stuff as far as I can tell, and that's cool, but he's going to have to do it somewhere else. So he started a channel on Rumble. Now, I checked out Rumble. As a website as a whole, I'm kind of about it. I don't know how much I like that place. You go to the front page if you've never been there, and it looks like a bunch of conspiracy theorists and crypto bros and shit like that. It's probably not the kind of place that I would put my stuff. I would probably take more of a Jason route and adjust my content to be able to stay on YouTube. But that's not what Kinta wants to do, and more power to him. He has a certain way of doing the daily videos that he likes. A lot of people enjoy it. So if you are one of those people and you want to follow him over there, there's going to be a link to his channel in the description. I'm not trying to keep everybody on YouTube. By all means, check him out. He's done a lot of good work for the community over the years, and I hope he continues as well. Number 3, Natto. So as far as I'm aware, Natto has another channel set up. Obviously, since he only uploads stuff during the Basho, there's nothing there. So there's nothing for NHK to strike him for. There's nothing to link. That's just going to lurk in the ether until there's time, the time comes to do something with it. I'm kind of curious how that's all going to work out. I don't even know if Natto is going to continue to use NHK footage or if he's going to switch over to Abema, A-B-E-M-A. That's a channel that shows sumo footage. It's got a very different look, very different camera angles, different graphics, but streamers and YouTubers who use their footage don't seem to have been touched at all. So as far as using any kind of footage from the fights, that seems to be a safer bet. He might go that way. He might just keep letting NHK run after him. I guess we'll see. Speaking of Abema and Twitch, there are several streamers who run the fights through the night. One of them is called MidnightSumo. I'm going to link him in the description as well, not because this person is particularly good or, you know, better than some of the other people that do this work. Like Salt City Sumo, I know they'll show all the fights, but they'll actually do commentary for the Makuuchi division or the top 2 divisions. I'm not really sure. But I know after checking it out that Midnight will have a Twitch VOD up that you can watch after the fact, which is really nice. So if you're like me and watching everything live is absolutely impossible, that's going to be the kind of place you can check out. So I'll have the link, MidnightSumo. If you use 4K video downloader, you can actually take that link and use it to download the videos. They're like 15 gigs because it's 8 hours of action. It's the whole day, but it's available to you and you don't have to watch it as it happens on Twitch. So that's handy and it's an option. Now, as for the bar and grill, there are some videos that have been unlisted. There's the why you're going to hate the next Banzuke video. There's the one I did after that, the Banzuke breakdown, I think, and currently all of the Yeets videos. Now, last week, I put up a post that said the Yeets aren't going to go anywhere, and long term, that remains the case. The problem is, I'm an idiot. When I got the first strike on the channel, I didn't take down all of the MidnightSumo videos. I only took down the ones from the most recent Basho. Well, of course, one of the ones from the previous Basho also got struck. So right now the channel is sitting on 2 strikes. There is a thing called copyright school that YouTube has. It's kind of like driving school, but for copyright violators. If you do it, which I did, it takes 10 minutes, not even, your copyright strikes will expire after 90 days. So for me, that's going to be essentially the beginning of May. I don't know if NHK is going to care about highlight stuff like the Yeets videos or really darkened background usage of their footage like in the other 2. But if I take them down now and put them up later, and then it turns out that they don't like those videos and they strike one, I can take them down again, but the channel will be safe. The way they do things, it doesn't look like they go bang, bang, bang with their strikes all at once. They'll do one and then the next and then the next. That'll give time to react, so the channel is not under threat. Because it was my own stupidity that put the channel in this position where one more strike will shut it down, I'm not going to take any chances. The Yeets videos will be back, I promise. They're only going to come down if a Yeets video actually gets a strike. The Yeets video for the most recent Basho, Hatsu 2023, will go up. It is almost done. I only stopped working on it because I was getting kind of depressed and stressed out once I got the second strike. I was not sure what I could do, what I wanted to do, whether it was worth doing anything at all. But I am going to finish that up, and that will come out when everything else goes back up. So essentially what's going to happen is you're not going to get a Yeets video now. We're going to go through the March Basho. I will make one for the March Basho using a Bima footage. So the station that doesn't seem to care whether people use their footage of any of this. I don't know how well it's going to work. The camera angles are kind of funky. The NHK camera is perfect for the Yeets videos. So I'm not 100% sure that this other station is going to work out quite as well, but I will try. At the beginning of May, the Yeets videos for January and March will go up when the other ones are listed again. After that, if the Yeets videos get strikes, then I will either continue with the Abima footage if it seems like it's going to work out, or if it's just terrible, maybe I can't do it anymore. That would be really unfortunate, but the more I thought about it, the more I decided I want to keep doing this. I want to keep engaging with the sumo community, even if I can't do that super, super dope fun thing that I've really enjoyed. I have some other ideas. I got some things that I want to try and see if people are into them. If people are, fantastic. If not, you know, I'll keep trying new things until I find something that works or I just get tired of doing it. That's how you have to approach stuff like this to maintain a healthy relationship with this sort of creative work. Hopefully, I can get all the Yeets stuff back up. We can keep going on with that. Everything will be good, but I'm not 100% sure. As for the near future for stuff that actually will go up on the channel, very soon, probably tomorrow, there's going to be a Guess the Banzuke draft. What I usually do is put up a Guess the Banzuke video after the Guess the Banzuke competition has closed down. So a week before the Banzuke comes out, the Guess the Banzuke entries have to be in, and that's when I put my videos out. I'll do that again. This time, I'm going to go through the basic setup, and I'm going to set up the questions that people should be asking themselves in order to figure out how the Banzuke is probably going to get sorted. But I'm not going to answer them myself, in part because I'm still thinking about it. One thing I've noticed is that when I talk about any kind of fantasy game, if I say I think X, Y, or Z is a good choice, I feel compelled to go with it, even if later I change my mind. So with 2 weeks to go, I am not going to make any final decisions yet. I'm just going to suggest where guys sort out easily, point out where the obvious question marks are, and say, hey, here's what you should be asking yourself. Go have a good time. I'm also going to put out a video on how the Torakumi works, the schedule. It's been really interesting over the last year or so to watch the schedule get made and learn day after day, basho after basho, how the whole thing gets sorted out. And I think I know enough about it now that I can actually teach the community, teach people who don't know, teach people who have been wondering how they come up with some of these matchups, because it doesn't always at a glance make sense. I hope I can explain it well enough that it will be of value to everybody. I guess we'll see. If everybody like this didn't help me at all, well, I'll have to make a new one later. But I think it's going to be pretty helpful to people. Certainly, starting to figure this stuff out has been very helpful to me. So that's going to come out later this week. We'll have Guess the Banzuke tomorrow, Tuesday, the Torakumi video later this week. After that, I'm not sure. I'd like to put something out next week to get caught up, to get back into the rhythm of creating stuff for the channel. I'm not 100% sure what that's going to be. This is not a sport that has news come out all the time that we can talk about. I'll think of something. Or I like doing more educational stuff sometimes. It's why I do the Banzuke videos. That's why I'm going to do the scheduling video. If there's something that you have had trouble understanding with sumo, you're not sure why they do it, how it works, so on and so forth, let me know. I'll see if I can make a video out of that. I like learning. If I have to learn stuff to make a video to help other people learn, that's pretty much my favorite thing. Doing research so that I can show other people the results of that research. It's so much fun to me. Give me reasons to do it. I'd love that. That's going to do it for this update. I'll see you tomorrow with the Guess the Banzuke draft. For now, have a wonderful day.